Hey guys, we're already here for the Saturday readings. It's a little bit later than usual. I'm only an hour behind right now. This is the extended channel. Today, the original Libra light was updated. Okay, so still going back and forth, still seeing what works and what doesn't. I feel safer to go back there today. And my people said that anybody who was sus over there has died down. So they've kind of barked back their energy, which is a good sign. I've never been scared of anyone that has threatened me over there. It's never been a problem. I just want to consistently be here for my tribe and my people. I want to still be able to read for you. That is the only thing I wanted to do in peace. I don't know how that ever was misconstrued in the past. So I'm still getting back to work. I'm very I just want it to be safe environment for everybody. So that's why I've been going back there in trickles. I feel like it still has the potential to be the Libra light that it once was. It was a glorious place before. You guys remember, you were there. I just want to go back there in a way where we can revive it, and it also becomes something different too. It has a different statement. It might look and feel different too in the future, which might be good for us because it'll start to display the definition of our ascension and what most of us have come from. It's all about our stories from the beginning too. It was always like that as well. So this reading today is peeling back your person's feelings. It is a whatever comes out style. Whatever comes out to me is usually for readers who need to update and they want to talk about Libra's person, but you know, there's a lot of process in that. You have to ask for Archangel Michael protection over you and your channel. I do that here every day. I don't miss a day. I'm always asking for guidance myself before I read for you. So today's going to be a 9 card. If we need to do a bonus, that's when I'll come back. Okay, so sorry for the announcements again too. We had the moon at the bottom of the deck. I just want to check, because I just came over from the original LL. What I want to do is just look, and you have Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, okay? And you guys are so evolved that when you see the card, I don't need to explain like its primitive senses. I can actually go into the reading because all of you guys have been watching tarot 2 or 3 years. So you're evolved watchers of the story. Also, you guys tend to come here more for the advice, not so much for the clerical read. A lot of you know the cards based off of other readers in the early morning. So let's go. So far you have, I think this is going to be one of my overalls. And today in the 9 card spread, what I want to do is have multiple overalls. So I will call it out. Okay, I'm going to put the moon over to my left, doing it slowly. Thank you very much. I'm going to close my eyes because I want you guys to see that I'm totally as surprised as you. 2 of Wands, Aries, okay? I saw this with someone else today. Big reader, you know, in the top 5 of, they're huge on YouTube. It might have been MJ or Steve, okay? I don't know. I'm leaning more towards MJ because I watched it in the morning. And Steve, I kind of was like in and out of watching his reading because I had things to do. But this is Aries, right? And you guys are busy too, so you guys know how it is. We have Temperance that flipped over. 4 of Pentacles, which is covered up. And I'll put it to the screen. I am expecting 1 deck on Wednesday. So I'll be gone Monday on vacation, but on Wednesday, I'm expecting a brand new tarot deck, and I'm really excited because I don't think I have to tape that up as much. I think I can show most of it. So they're holding on. If I'm to decode your person right now, the 2 of Wands explains that they have to come and talk to you. Okay, there's an urge. This card is coming off if I were to read like Steve. Okay, if I'm pretending to be Steve's Love Tarot. This is coming off like their perception is over, Libra. They know enough about you, okay? So I think this could be, for some of you, it can be a no communication person who's been thinking of you. Also, it does show that they have a 4 of Pentacles behavior. I think he was in last night's reading. It's just showing up in your 3 card right now. So that's number 3. Capricorn, Aries, Cancer, Pisces. And also when we updated the original LL, it's the same signs too, which is pretty cool. That's continuity in a nutshell. And then I have 1 in my hand, 6 of Cups. Also over there today. That was the first card out. I'll not forget to make temperance be something here. I think it's one of my overalls. Temperance. Okay, so if you guys are in long distance, I think, and maybe this is a past long distance person too, you could have had a falling out with this person. I sense intuitively and sentiently. They could be wanting peace overall. So you could be getting an email in the future. Okay. Some of you are, you're not willing to keep talking to this person. I can sense that a part of you might feel a little guarded towards them. Okay, so it's up to you how you want to talk through this temperance. I do think will be presented in the future. It comes off very friendly. There's nothing like with malice. I don't think they're coming in angry because they have a major arcana on their side. Okay, and that's what I have. Four of Pentacles is minor. It's really, really small. Basically no actions because it's holding on to something. This could be security reasons. They find that right now sitting back is okay for them. So this is already 1, 2, you have 5 of the 9 cards, and then I get to clarify. Okay, Emperor is at the bottom. Can I have a new shuffle? Can I get a shuffle for their intentions? Intentions is a really big thing in readings, right? Because then you get to see like how somebody behaves. Why are they doing it? Intentions for me is a why. It's a big reason why somebody is why. Why they are a why. Or maybe they're an X. No, I'm just kidding. Excellent. You see what I'm doing there? Okay, you did. Let's see what's going on with the intentions line. We get 4 cards in this section and not looking. 3 of Wands, a card I missed actually from yesterday. A lot of readers got it. It wasn't coming out in my shuffles. I think it's because yesterday I broke apart their readings between 4 hours and I wasn't consistently reading, but I do know this is a card with mainstream people yesterday. In their intentions, if this is somebody who you no longer talk to, they see that you're waiting for your ships to come in. I almost see this as if your person is taking the Libra side as waiting for new ships to come in. Your opportunities are on the way. So we will look at that too, because we can further look at that as what flips over for you. Okay, we have a Chariot at the bottom of the deck. It was a Friday and today's card. You will see Cancerian come out today. You're going to see it. You're going to see it with other people. It's going to be a stronghold. It's not going to be an unfamiliar card too, because this can also be the fact that Libra's okay moving on and that you are traveling. Some of you could be getting in a car. That's the 8 of Wands with fire. In a decoding your person's feelings read and the 3 of Swords, I have it reversed. You see how the swords are going down? The Chariot, I think, final answer, I think those are the prospects of your travel. So some of you this summer who are vacationing, let's put it that way, this is a thing that you're doing for yourself. You may have just come back from the beach or the water, or you have done something that really cleanses you. And that could have prepped you for what's coming. So I think there's actually a lot of preparation in the Chariot card. It talks about momentum, right? It talks about someone getting in their car. And then you have the 6 of Cups. I got to decode this because the 6 of Cups is them finally meeting. Some of you did meet this person on foot. You may have met them for coffee. You could have had a slight drink, okay? Like you guys met up at a place that's public. Because I see that that was possible. I think you have put more things in retrospect for this person after the meeting. Okay, why they left you or why they claim to have been a ghoster is a big, big thing here. Libra's power is that you didn't give them every piece of information. You left things to be hidden, okay? Not in a bad way. What I see here is that if I could advise you correctly, it's because you kept things that usually you would tell about yourself, giving away too much of your heart, over-giving is something now that they have to guesstimate because it's not the way you used to operate. It's just some of the things I'm seeing here with surrounding cards. Maybe you found your peace during that time too. I know he's Temperance and he's pretty loud in this card, but there's something about you didn't tell everything, which usually maybe you would divulge information about yourself. Okay, I'm gonna pull apart this 3 of Swords. Tell me about the Three of Swords in the recent past as we talk about Libra's person. Final answer for the long distance too and no communication. I think it's the same card. I think it's the Three of Wands. Okay, so they're waiting to see what you get. It's a little selfish too. But in their behavior, maybe they think you also do deserve what's coming to you. So they know you're going through accolades. They know that you have some kind of success, Libra, because why would somebody be watching what you're waiting for? Okay. There's a Rihanna song like that, like something about, I know which, maybe it's a Calvin Harris collaboration. I'll look it up. Something like that's in the title even of their collab song. Okay. Six of Cups and then a couple more intention cards. We have the Page of Cups, the Judgment. We have the Seven of Swords. Wasn't expecting this for the morning. Aquarius Moon. Seven of Swords. Queen of Pentacles. The Five of Swords. Don't like that. Page of Cups. An apology. Okay. And just to increase momentum here, because it's good cards. It's good cards for decoding. Look at that. All of the cups energy in a reading, really good because it tells you the emotions right away. Another thing here is if you have a lot of sentimental value to the story, I'm like that. You know, I'm part water sign. So the sentimental value is, why would you hurt a Queen of Pentacles kind of a person? Or why would you hurt your Libra, in other words? Because this is like, do you want to come back for more? Do you see how he's like even waiting for him to turn around in the Queen of Pentacles? And then there's a little bit of drama here in the Seven of Swords. I don't like to report on drama on the channel. You guys know that. Like, I'll explain it even more logically. But in this case, it's because I think somebody lied to you, where it didn't have to be a lying situation. They could have just said the exact truth of it. And I think you even know that too. It could have been said within the first days of knowing you. So let's, Two of Pentacles wanted to drop out of the deck. A minor, yes, Six of Cups, minor in the last parts of intentions. Those are three cards that are hard to decode naturally, because the Two of Pentacles is somebody unsure whether to say sorry, unveil their true feelings. If you notice, he's balancing all on one leg. Not to make it funny, but he's balancing on just one leg in the 80s. Looks like 1989. There's an episode of Fresh Prince too where Will Smith's aunt, her name is Vivian on the show, where she totally does a whole dance in leg warmers. I'll never forget it because it was very, very good. I'm sort of seeing here that they'd rather like ignore the elephant in the room, your person, okay? Because the Seven of Swords is ignoring the actual deceit that they did to you. And some of you, you're in a current love story, which is fantastic. I realize that that's a new dating situation. This is for someone who came here for me to decode a person for them that's very specific, okay? So if you're in a good relationship right now, I don't think you should be watching tarot because this is like high guidance point. If you're in a great relationship, this probably won't resonate for you. Page of Cups, a healthy one is what I'm meaning. Page of Cups is apology. Debating on the apology is the Two of Pence to the Page of Cups. When you read Fast 2 later on, you're going to realize that you're going to see these dynamics quickly. That's why here I don't have to show every single card because you guys are so evolved. You've been watching for a very, very long time. I can do it like this. The laptop one you guys know is Ace of Wands. It's based out of attraction, right? And I used to have my little pen here to do the Ace of Wands. It's a very wishful thing. And maybe this happens in the next week. Very wishful to tell you that they've come to a quick decision about things. They've come to something final. They know who you are, Libra. That's why the apology is even showing up with the Page of Cups. I think they sincerely do owe you, like, if it's not even an apology, I think it's an explanation of why they've even been dragging feet, is how I can put that. So we have the Page of Cups there. For my divine masculines told me to start including advice in the videos. I'm going to start doing that. I think somebody misses you in the Six of Cups, but it's like almost like this is the combo with the Five of Swords. Okay, so it's some type of nostalgia. Maybe it's nostalgia driven, but it's based out of a fight here with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I want to understand that too in your story, because it seems here that there's involvement with what you did nurture. Okay, you may have taken care of this person and their needs, or you are doing that for other people too. Like maybe you guys have kids and you're single parents. So it's like something here too that you're nurturing on your own. It's also bearing fruit. So you almost have two things here that can bear fruit. Okay, we're coming to the conclusion line so far. What's Libra's like power influence today, even if it's like humble and soft? Queen of Wands. That surprised me. I didn't even know Leo was significant for today. So even if you're, sorry about that, masculine or feminine, doesn't matter. It's coming out as a feminine energy of Queen of Wands, right? And I think this is a new card for the afternoon. A lot of you might be thinking of like a past thing, okay? But it's almost like you mute parts of it to, this is kind of hard to explain. You might be muting the painful parts, which you have to approach very soon. You might have to explain to yourself, well, this is really why it ended. This is why it ended between me and this person in terms of not talking, or I blocked them, or maybe this person blocked me back too, okay? So I think you are becoming a Queen of Wands, but you got to face that Six of Cups. And I think some of you did it recently. If you've been feeling tired, exhausted, or you don't have a lot of energy, that could be where it came from, is you're still maybe giving a past story energy for some of you. Is there potential for this Seven of Swords person to want to talk? The Star is a yes. That's my only flipper right now. The Star is Aquarius. You don't have to be dealing with an Aquarius. You have so many signs here today. I think everybody basically showed up. The Star is about you healing through the ordeal. Okay? Because I have a sorry here. You can't ignore the Page of Cups in a reading. There's a reason why it's around. And then you have Temperance. So I think that some of them view you, Libra, as a very caring person that they're never going to be able to recreate. You can't find you again in other people. Okay? Final answer. I'm pretty sure about that today. Usually the cards also give you an air of what the feeling is. I think that you're non-repeatable and you cannot be duplicated. That's like big statement, and I usually don't talk even that sharp on the channel. I have to have surrounding cards or I won't even say it. Clarify just this Seven of Swords for the day. We might do a new person and their feelings a little past 4 o'clock. Okay, so we'll have one heading towards the evening on here. And then I'll update the original Libra light tomorrow. 3 of Pentacles. It's the same thing over there on the original. It's funny because if I go do a new content reading over there, the cards will match over here. And we just have a Sag that's different. Not Temperance, but Knight of Wands. The Seven of Swords is the 3 of Pentacles. This is like somebody spinning the block. You know how there's an overall sentence of somebody who wants to come back to you. They spin the block. That's what people say, right? And I'm too old now to say it. But this is someone who realizes after so much tumultuous behavior in the Seven of Swords that working with you was the easier pursuit. Okay? And they might even feel like it's kind of weird that they didn't give you a chance because all the information doesn't check out. All right, when it could have been maybe very easy to work through, or it needed one little small change. So I see that here too. Some of you could have relocated. Sometimes I see the Queen of Wands as someone who does that very quickly too. So you could have moved from your home state or where you were, maybe this same town that both of you lived in. Because I can see a story about how they're almost calling you back into the energy with these two cards. Judgment is a snap decision. Okay, that's just the quick way. They also have attraction in a new Ace of Wands, and I can cover it. so you guys can see the Ace of Wands in the reading, because that's attraction for the star, in my opinion. What is the Six of Cups? What's the missing energy? King of Swords. They could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I have the Knight of Cups too, and the Ten of Swords to the Four of Wands. Okay, this is the read. This is the ending here. Usually I'm not sure because I have to keep clarifying. Six of Swords. Yeah, Six of Swords, which is covered. King of Cups. This person could be a Scorpio. They could have fumbled a relationship with the Four of Wands because of their insecurities. Okay, they waited too long. Something like that. Because now they want to heal through it. Ten of Swords. So the 7 made sense earlier. This is someone who betrayed your trust. Betrayed your trust. Okay. And they saw the potential that you could be their forever person. You were a soulmate, Libra. That's why the Six of Cups is so big. It's like one of the emotional cards where you can say next to the Lovers, it's a pretty big card of connection. Even if you're getting a new person coming in this energy too, which some of you, because of the betrayal, you're going to get a new person. And then now they want to be all soft and tell you the truth, because the King of Swords eventually says what he says in the Hawaiian shirt there, or Puerto Rican shirt. We have the Knight of Cups with, that's like wanting to be your friend again. Like, look at all this energy of like, let's be social. Let's come back together. I actually have an apology if you want it with the Knight of Cups. It almost seems like it's a bearing of, this is how I feel the card. It's a bearing of thoughts coming as an apology in this sense though, like through the Knight of Cups is the apology. Because you're a Queen of Wands now, all right? And the star has been kicking the last few days. It's a kicking card, the star card. All right, let's see what the amends, apology, but the Four of Wands too. Tower, they're having a sudden epiphany about what's going on. This was also on the main channel too. Seven of Wands and Justice. That's the whole thing, is they've been defensive and all they had to do was tell you their feelings. This is obviously just one style of person in this read. So this could have been your ex, Libra, like your most recent one, or this is your exact runner. This was the runner in the journey. The Tower, the Justice is the admission. Maybe that's the admission from them. They could be going through a Tower moment where they've had to defend themselves, maybe through like an ex that won't leave them alone too. But I see here that they are acknowledging the timeline of which both of you were connected. This person might now know that you are a soulmate, or they have full clarity that you are a twin, right? And twins can be good. It's not always a tumultuous journey. I see here though that it's almost like, do you see how the admission is, I'm getting honest with the fact that you're my twin with the Six of Cups. Are you healed though? This is the big problem of a reading like this. Like, I would want to know if they're getting in their own star card. So that's what we're going to ask. Because we have time. We're here already. We're in the room. And then we could ask later too with an oracle reading. We can clarify with oracles if you guys like. I can go an all reading with beloved ancestors. Are they in their star card energy? Emperor, Empress, I told you. They are aware that both of you are made for each other. This can be the components of the card Taurus, Libra. You have Aries over here. This is a divine pair. We have the Emperor and the Empress together in one reading. They are aware, okay, that they have to tell you the truth with the Justice card. It's being restored in your favor because the angels have seen what has happened. Your protectors, your ancestors have seen what's gone on around you, okay? That's why you even have an apology in your reading, Page of Cups. I just want to ask one more thing. You have the 9 at the bottom of the deck. I want to ask one more thing. What is this? What did the Tower show them? What is the Scorpio for a Libra's person? Page of Cups again. Okay, I put it back, but let's do another shuffle. Thank you. They know they have to communicate to you, okay? Because that's the fair thing to do. Now, this is huge disclaimer in the video, okay? And very seldom do readers do this. They won't tell you the conclusion if this person takes free will. If they don't take the opportunity to tell you through the Eight of Wands, they will hold all of this story within them for the end of time. And it's very, very hard to live your life without speaking out. So this is communication. I have the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Thank you guys. Hopefully it was resonant.